Hello everyone. I hope this video finds you in good health and spirits. I know for me personally, there has just been a lot of heaviness in the last couple of weeks. Just dealing with COVID and family and friends that have been experiencing a lot of loss lately. What's happening right now in Afghanistan and Americans being there, I just feel like I wanted to express that and hope that everyone is doing well with all of that going on right now. So what was planned for my last video before elections a week from today was to focus on the importance of voting and being engaged and involved, but rather instead is going to focus today on mental health and taking care of ourselves, reaching out to others that may be in need, ways that you can get involved, and also when you're in need and what you can do to reach out to others if you have a need to talk to somebody. So most of you know September is National Suicide Prevention Month. The CDC reports that suicide is a public health problem and a leading cause of death in the United States. And it can be prevented. In Oregon, suicide is the 8th leading cause of death overall and the 2nd leading cause of death for ages 10 to 44. Federal guidelines reported that in 2020, 76.7% of people in need and communities did not have enough mental health providers to serve the people that were requesting mental health services and that were in dire need. 76%. I know right now it is incredibly challenging to find a mental health provider taking new patients. I have had family members and friends reach out to me asking me for help in that regard, knowing that I have some contacts with nonprofits, and we're just in a crisis in that area. It's incredibly challenging to find mental health providers right now that are able to take on new patients. So what can we do? How can we do better for our youth that are in need? Let me share a couple of ideas with you that I am focusing on. I recently signed up to be an ambassador for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, AFSP, to help advocate for things such as better mental health policies locally, increase in mental health programs, and educating the public through outreach and raising funds, such as what I'm doing right now today. So the AFSP Oregon chapter is really a smaller grassroots organization and led by Taylor Chambers. They're doing some really good work for outreach and prevention. I have spoken to them recently, and they can always use help through volunteerism. So many of you are probably familiar with the Out of Darkness Walk that's held annually across the United States. The Salem Walk was going to be held on October 9th, but unfortunately I just received an email yesterday that due to COVID restrictions, that is now shifting to a virtual walk that's going to be held on October 16th. So for more information on that event or other local events, please reach out to Taylor directly by email. She is a wonderful lady, and her heart and passion for this work is incredible. So if you want to get plugged in there, email her at tchambers@afsp.org. And for people needing the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, that number is 800-273-TALK, and I will drop that in the messaging when this video is presented as well online. And TALK is 8255. So 800-273-8255. And there is also a crisis text line. I keep this in my phone. I also belong to a couple of groups online. And if you're interested in what those groups offer on Facebook for virtual communities of support, I keep that all on my phone, and when people need it and you're offering encouragement, you just have those phone numbers handy. That text to talk is 741-741, and just text that number, 741-741, and talk. So if you'd like to be more involved, but for whatever reason you can't, there are reasons that people cannot be involved face to face. You may consider a one-time donation. 80% of funding to AFSP organizations goes directly to program services. I know that's very important for me. That's probably also very important to you to know that 80% of that funding goes directly to people in need. I mentioned a couple mental health groups on Facebook that offer virtual communities of support, volunteers, resources. So if you're curious about the specific groups that I belong to, message me or drop a line or two in the comments on this video on how you're taking care of yourself, any tips that you would like to offer people that may be in need. I know that all of those little things go a long way, and you never know those seeds that you're planting that really just offer a word of encouragement for people in need in the moment can be life-changing. So that is all I have for you today. I hope that you're doing well. Please make sure to get out your vote, and also you can vote the day of September 11th. And I hope that everybody is taking good care of yourself and your families and your loved ones. Masi.